welcome back. Today we're going to talk again because I think it's really important about the science behind sound and how frequency healing rebalances the nervous system, the whole body, and everything else. So, sound healing isn't just a trend, it's a timeless practice rooted in ancient traditions and increasingly backed with science. Whether you experience it firsthand, the more is happening beneath the surface than a soothing soundtrack, basically. So, you know, sound healing sessions are crafted to bring stillness, clarity, and recalibration through pure vibrational frequency. But how does sound truly impact? The frequencies directly affect brain waves. When exposed to frequencies between 4 8 Hz theta or 8 and 13 alpha, the brain shifts into more meditative and calm states. These frequencies mimic those naturally occurring during sleep relaxation, uh, on light sleep, you know. Research published in the journal Evidence Based Integrative Medicine shows that sound therapy can support decreased stress and anxiety but modulating brainwave activity. Vibrations move through the body, not just the ears. The human body is roughly 60% water, making it a perfect conductor for sound. Vibrational frequencies from instruments like crystal tones, alchemy bowls don't just affect the mind, they ripple through the cells, tissues, and fluids, helping to ease physical tension and stimulate healing on a cellular level. Sound can lower cortisol and support hormonal balance. Studies from the National Institutes of Health indicate that consistent sound therapy might reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone responsible for inflammation, fatigue, and burnout. This hormonal balancing effect supports long term resilience and emotional regulation. Music therapy is already used in medical settings. Hospitals and cancer care centers are increasingly integrating music and sound for patients experiencing chronic pain, insomnia, trauma. Yeah, so music interventions can improve psychological and physical outcomes across a wide range of health conditions. Binaural beats can enhance focus and creativity. When two tones of slightly different frequencies are played in each ear, the brain perceives a third binaural beat. This phenomenon can improve concentration, reduce anxiety, enhance cognitive function, as shown in various neurological studies. While not always used in traditional sound healing, this principle supports why frequencies matter so much. Sound can trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. So, this is your rest and restore mode, the opposite of fight or flight. Certain sounds frequencies help activate this part of your nervous system, lowering cortisol levels and lowering the heart rate. And the result, you walk away feeling lighter, calmer, and deeply grounded. So, deep listening enhances mindful and presence. Sorry. So, sound healing isn't just passive. It trains you to listen with intention. This kind of focused and embodied listening has been shown to enhance mindfulness, emotional resilience, or even compassion, as explored in studies on contemplative neuroscience. So, what to expect with sound healing sessions? You'll be welcome into a quiet space after a gentle meditation and intention setting. You'll be back on soft mats with pillows and blankets, however you like it. Sometimes they use crystals, bowls. There are so many ways. Rain sticks, chimes, closing with grounding practices to ease you back into the wall of lighter and calmer states. No, this is not something new. The problem is we're living in such a noisy world, and with the opposite vibrations that we need to somehow bring this back. No, it's very well known that the sound of crickets in summer, for instance, and it's been shown to extremely reduce anxiety and many other things as it comes to the nervous system, especially the brain. That's surprising since we are, not all of us, some of us are going back to it, but so far away from nature. And especially if you've already been sick and you have to at this point, these are the sounds that you're going to find around, but we missed it. We are no longer connected with it. So these practices can really really help, along music and drums, and especially shamans, to get to all these trance states and altered states of consciousness. They also use this repetition kind of drumming beats, or trance, or nowadays side trance as well, to induce these states so you can get into these altered states of consciousness anyway, which is amazing and very very important. Then again, Emoto shown how water changes its shape. So the same happens to us. We're made of water as well, so we perceive vibration in the same way. And it's amazing, right? It really is. So, again, the neurological effects of sound therapy to the brain and nervous system. In today's holistic wellness space, sound therapy is gaining recognition as both an ancient practice and a science based healing tool using specific frequencies. And this modality works system and enhances mental clarity without the need of medication. So yeah, sound therapy is based on the idea that everything in the body, cells and tissues and organs, have its own vibrational frequency. When specific external frequencies are introduced, they can help bring the body back into harmony. So the research basically shows that sound can influence cellular processes and stimulate hormone release, support nervous system regulation. This makes it especially effective for emotional regulation, stress reduction, trauma recovery, and so on and on and on. And again, to induce that kind of trance state, which can bring you to know other altered states of consciousness, if you like, or meditative states where you can get more into the space within, you know. So yeah. So how does sound affect the brain and nervous system? Sound therapy can measurably impact brain chemistry. Specific frequencies are shown to increase serotonin and dopamine, boosting mood, stimulate endorphins, providing natural pain relief, calm the sympathetic nervous system, reducing fight or flight response. In other words, sound doesn't just help you relax, it actively rewires your brain for resilience, focus, and emotional balance. Brainwave entertainment shaping mental states with sound. One of sound therapy most profound effects is brainwave entrainment, basically. So your brain naturally produces electrical patterns known as brainwaves, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Using tools like binaural beats, rhythmic pulses, or harmonic tones, sound therapy can guide your brain into a desired state. So, again, alpha, theta, and delta with relaxation, creative flow, meditation, deep rest, cellular repair, and so on. And always, you can use this sound therapy for any kind of specific concerns, like let's say anxiety. It reduces cortisol and produces alpha brainwave dominance. PTSD uh, calms hypervigilance and supports emotional processing. Insomnia encourages theta and delta states for deep sleep. Cognitive decline, again, all of this is inflammation from toxicity, from all this. So the sessions, turning forks, scalar frequency upgrades, or guided sound baths, always tailored to your needs, depending on what you need, right? So, yeah. Integrating sound into your healing journey is often paired with other modalities as well, but uh, whether you're working through chronic stress, emotional trauma, seeking a deeper mind body connection, frequency based healing offers a supportive and effective path forward. And again, I mean, you can also do humming, when you do the hum, all this. Is going to activate incredibly your nervous system, I mean, your immune system for a long while, and regulate it as well. So these all these practices we used to make them naturally living in communities, and they were part of society. And whether you sing well or not, it doesn't really matter. The important part is that you actually do it. It doesn't matter how bad you sing. Again, even if you do it in the bath, no one's gonna hear you there. But do it, because it's gonna really really help regulate your nervous system. And yeah, so again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.